Hi everybody, you have reached Teddy's Easy Recipe, and today I'm going to do a chicken dumpling. It's a real simple and easy recipe. I hope you're able to see me in the camera. You can see I already got my oil in the pan. I will move my camera this way in a minute. I just want to show you I have my onion, flour, stock, the garlic, carrots, peas, butter, celery, and the chicken. So this is going to be easy. This isn't going to be nothing fancy. This is my recipe, nobody else's. So we're going to go ahead and I'm hoping you can see. Okay. So, okay. I got my oil in here. It's like 2 tablespoons, but I put a little extra. I put a little extra in there because I want my stuff to really fry really super good. So just give me 1 minute, just 1 second. Okay. All right, I'm back. I just had to let the dog out real quick. All right, so I'm gonna turn my fire up. I hope it's not too dark. I really hope it's not too dark. This is the only light I have, and it's getting dark out. Alright, so we're going to start by frying up my carrots and all that. And while my carrots are not, they're not diced. I didn't put diced carrots. And that's the reason I put a little extra oil in here. Alright. You don't need that many carrots. Oh, you're not seeing the video. Let me pause it and try to bring it down. I'm so sorry. Let's try that. Okay, you notice I didn't dice my carrots. So, no, but they're going to simmer really good. They're going to get done. They're going to be nice and tender when they're done. Okay? Doesn't matter what you throw in there first. And this is celery. Now you notice that I have extra celery. It's not measured out. I've got like 5 carrot sticks. I have the celery. Ooh, my garlic's running away. Yeah, you don't have to have a cup of this, a cup of that. I'm also going to put just a little more oil in there. Since my carrots are hard, oh, it's smelling good already. Since my carrots are hard, I want to just cook them a little longer, and I want them to be a little tender, okay? I mean, a little longer, and, okay. Alright. I'm going to put my onion in here. As you can see, this is onion. It doesn't matter how much onion you put in here. It's up to you. You're going to flavor this to your taste now. So, we're going to go one more. And there we go. There we go, onion. And you want to cook this up. Your carrots will finish cooking when you put them inside of your broth. So here we go with a little bit of salt. I only put a little bit. You guys seen that was only a little bit. I'm going to explain to you why I only put a little bit. And black pepper. This is like about a half a teaspoon of black pepper. This is just like a half a teaspoon. It's smelling good already. It's already smelling good. So You don't want to cook it at a fast pace because the carrots are whole carrots. Most people put frozen carrots probably. I don't. I want the naturals. I don't have thyme and I don't have bay leaves, which you can put in there too. It's not important. It is not important. So we'll let that cook for like about a minute maybe. Alright. Oops, onions jumping out. We'll let that cook up and I'll finish over here. I gotta get my... Okay, for another couple minutes, we'll just let it brown a little more. Trying to give your celery and onions and garlic. I can pause this way this is going, but I'm just going to go ahead and leave it just so you can kind of get an idea. Just put a little bit more salt in it. It's a total like a half a teaspoon of salt. You just kind of want to season this a little bit. I'm going to turn this up so it can go up now because it's pretty much... It is on high now. This stuff, if you use whole carrots, fresh carrots, you want it to let it cook slow. You want it to catch its taste. Alright. Oh yeah, it's getting hot. And then you're going to put your butter in there. Yeah, you're going to put like 5 tablespoons. You can put anywhere between 3 tablespoons, 4 or 5, it's up to you. You're going to make this to your taste, okay? Then I'm going to transform it into the big pan. And then I'm going to put the flour in there. Oh yeah. It smells so good already. See, and your carrots are kind of like cooking really. We marinated in here really super good, so. Let's turn it down a little. What did I do the meat? Just want to give it just a little more. Pretty much you can feel the carrots getting soft. I rinsed my meat out, so the meat's gonna be a little watery. I don't know what it is. Rinse my meats off. Come on, lay down. Go lay down. Okay, pretty much we're going to go with the flour. I'm going to bring it down just a little more. If you want to put extra garlic in there, go right ahead. If you want to put extra garlic in there, go right ahead. This is the meat. I always put a little extra meat in there because I love my meat. This is very simple, very good recipe. And at that point, you really don't have much salt in it, but that's okay. So remember, you just fry your onions, your carrots, your celery, and your garlic. You just fry it up in oil, and then you put the butter in, and you just fry it up to your meat's pretty done. It's a lot of meat in here, but like I said, I love the meat. You see your meat's cooking up right there. Alright, let me clean this mess up. And you just fry it until your meat's done. At this point, I'm going to put it in here because I got to put the broth in. We are going to put the broth in. And then after I put the broth in, I'm going to let it simmer and I'm going to show you how to make the dumplings, okay? Just want to make sure. Just waiting for the meat to get a little. I should have used my bigger pan. So remember to fry your carrots, your celery, and your onions and your garlic first in oil. Then you put your, excuse me, and wash my hands. There we go, it's looking good. Oh, it's just being perfect. Oh, get over here. So at that point, since I'm using a, there. Put as much Just let it cook in there. Here it goes. I'll show you as we're going. Oh, my pan is smoking. Okay, that's kind of like, I'm just going to leave it like this. Here's where you put your broth in. That's 1 cup. You want to put like 6 cups of broth. Oh, can't open it. You want to put like 6 cups of broth in it. 2 of these would be like about 4.5, 5 actually, 5 cups. So we'll stay at 5 right now. Okay. Let that come to a boil. As you can see, my broth was unsalted. So we're going to use these packets to give it a real good chicken taste. This is like bullion cubes. If you don't have bullion cubes, you can use these. I don't have bullion cubes, so I didn't have bullion cubes, so I am using this because, you know, broth don't have real good taste. So these are 4 of these. That's the reason I didn't add a lot of salt, because some packets have salt in it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And you want to sprinkle a little more salt in it. Pepper. Pepper. And you want to let this come to a boil, okay? You want to let it come to a boil. And at this point, I'm going to wait for it to come to a boil, and then I will be back and let you see the rest. Oops, I better come back before it boils. I forgot to put 1 ingredient in here. Oh my goodness. Yep. I forgot 1 little thing. I forgot to put the heavy cream. I almost forgot about that. This is like a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. If you don't have heavy cream, you can probably use milk or use half and half, half milk and half heavy cream to make it, substitute it. You know what I mean? If you only have a little bit of, look how it's looking already. Yeah. So like I said, so all right, we'll just let it come to a boil and I'll be back. Okay, everybody, still hasn't come to a boil, but it is. Okay. I'm going to let it come to a boil, and once it comes to a boil, we'll go to the next part. I will get everything ready for the dumplings. Yep, let me get everything ready for the dumplings. Okay, where did I put my bowl? Great. Alright. Once it comes to a boil, it's going to go back to simmer for a little while. And then I'm going to let it simmer for like for about a 1/2 hour. Once it comes to a boil, I will put it on simmer. All right. So I will be back. Okay, it came to a boil. At this point, I'm going to add my peas. At this point, I add the peas. Okay. So at this point, the peas are in there. So what we're going to do is we're going to let it simmer. Oh my God! Why does he put my? He puts my dishes away like this. I don't understand it. Still coming to a boil. Oh my God. Don't let your husband put your dishes away. Now that it came to a boil, I'm going to let it simmer for like about a half an hour, okay? Or not even, maybe 20 minutes. So it's at medium heat. I'm going to leave this like this, so the steam will come out. There. So I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back.
What are you going to do with them?
I'm back.
Yeah?
I'll wash my hands.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to make the, I wonder if you can see this. We are going, I hope my phone doesn't shut off. Still going? Yeah. Okay, I thought it shut off. Okay, now we're going to go make them dumplings, okay? This is still boiling. I've got it pretty low. So we're going to add in the dumpling. I hope you can see it. We are going to add some pepper. About a teaspoon, but you know me, I love my seasonings. And a little bit of salt, like 1 teaspoon. It looks like a lot because it's falling in through the, it's falling and from the computer. It looks like it is a lot, but it isn't. So, and I'm also gonna taste the flour. Want to make sure the flour's got salt in it. Okay. Yep, that's right. Let me get my tablespoon back here again. I didn't think I would need it anymore, but I do. Here we go. Let me dry it. Believe it or not, I used 2 tablespoons already. This is a half tablespoon, but I'm gonna double it, okay? We'll double it. 1. And there we go. There we go. And we need a little half. A half, so we'll just add a little more. Supposed to be 1.5. I'm not even measuring it with the right spoon, but we'll see. Okay. And then we got the pepper in there, and I am going to add a little more pepper because I love pepper. And I don't want my food to come out bad. So we're going to add, oops, a little more pepper. So it's about 1 teaspoon. I put like 2 tablespoons in, 1.5 tablespoons. And then we got the baking. We have the baking powder in there. So we're going to put that there, the black pepper. We have the salt. And here we go to add the heavy milk. This is heavy milk mixed with regular milk because I didn't have enough, so I just mixed it. Oh God, I should have did this with a fork, but I always do this. I always do it. It's gonna need all the milk. If you put too much milk in it, you can also put a little more flour in it. It won't matter. Yep, here it goes. So we're gonna go ahead and incorporate this. You want to get it. You don't want to mix it too much now. But you don't want it to be, I mean, I don't like mine sticky. So, okay. There. There. You don't want to mix that too much. Wash my hands. That's how you make your dumplings, okay? You also make a mess. Don't be afraid to make a mess, just as long as you clean up after yourself. Yeah. And now I'm gonna try to find in my messy. I don't have my ice cream scooper. Okay, I don't have my ice cream scoop. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna make them in little balls. And guys, depends on how big you want them. And I'm gonna drop them in the dumplings. Just put them in there. You're going to put these in there and then you're going to let them cook for like 15 to 20 minutes. Simmer. Not boil. Simmer, which I'm going to start turning mine down now. You want to let these simmer. Depends on how big you make them, okay? And how big you make them. And you don't want them to kind of get too close to each other because sometimes they can stick. And these things expand, so these are going to be some big dumplings, okay? Because I don't want to sit here all night making. Oh yeah. I'll show you two little ones so when they're done, you can decide how you like them. So, yeah, there we go. There we go. Let me dry my hands. I will show you. I hope the video doesn't cut off. I'm trying to move the camera. Here we go. These are the dumplings. Look at that. Oh. So, we're going to let them simmer for like 15 minutes and then I will be back. Okay? You don't want them too. 15 to 20. Well, I'm going to give mine 20 minutes. By 7:30 they should be pretty much done. Because I made them pretty big. Alright? So, in the meantime, I will pause. Okay guys, we're pretty much close to the end. We are actually to the end. And I want to add my last of it, which is parsley. Which is going to be parsley. I'm sorry this video came out a little crappy, but this
is... They look like, wow. They look already ready to eat.
This is the last of it. You want to add a little bit of fresh lime parsley, fresh parsley, whatever kind. I don't like the lime one, so I am putting in regular. And you just put it on it. And here's my dumplings. Oh yeah, guys. Just put it on top and then just let it finish its course. Alright? So there's nothing to it. I will explain to you in the recipe. Like I'll show you here. You take the pan, put a little bit of oil, you cook up your vegetables, your garlic, your celery, your onions, your carrots, cook it up till you decide you want to take them off, because this is your recipe, okay? Then you fry it up. Once it's done, fry it up. Then you throw in your flour, and then the butter, and then your chicken. Again, cook it up, cook it up. Then here comes the flour. Nothing to it. And I'm going to let you know right now, it doesn't matter how you put the meat, the carrots first, as long as you fry it in there. You can add your milk glass and stuff. Look at that. Oh, they are going to be delicious. So, okay, now this is going to sit here for like another 10 minutes yet we have. All right, so let me pause for a minute. All right, they're almost done. So at the last, what I like to do is I like to put a little pepper on them. A little pepper. You know how you want that. Yeah. So I will put this recipe on the website as soon as everything is done. I will put this on the recipe so you would all be able to try it. Okay guys, they're pretty much done. They are pretty much done. So what you're going to do is you're just going to let them settle. My speech line. You're just going to let them settle. Sit for like about 5 or 10 minutes. Alright. So that's it. I will explain to you details through the recipe. But like I said, you cook up your carrots, your onions, your celery, in some oil. Throw your butter in there and then put the flour in there. You make this your own recipe. The seasonings, it's up to you. You taste it as it goes. As you go by, you taste it. But yeah, I love my dumplings biggie because I don't want to take two. I don't want to be a glutton. I want to be a pig. All right, everybody. Thanks. Tell me.